African Management Services Company AMSCO is a pan-African organization that provides integrated human capital development solutions to private and public businesses across sub-Saharan Africa.
We have basically 4 business lines. One is the placement. We place professionals in different organizations in Africa and the management positions. We also offer training. We provide recruitment services as well. We also offer development advisory services with the view of developing the enterprise.
Among the organizations that have received these services is DanMoz Limitada in Mozambique.
DanMoz is quite a small dairy organization. It involves various sectors. We start with the farming operations, which produce the milk to go to the factory. The factory produces cheese and yogurt. From there we have our own sales teams out particularly in the Beira corridor and hopefully further afield very soon to be able to sell good quality product at a decent price for the whole of Mozambique.
Eu chamo por Asania Buduri. Eu consumo o produto da DanMoz, iogurte natural, é mais melhor e o preço é acessível.
The company needed our services to increase the impact of this project so that they can develop local communities, develop their supply chain.
DanMoz had a myriad of issues. The farmers weren't getting the attention they needed. The factory didn't get the hygiene and the communication that they needed. The sales teams didn't have a voice. They couldn't air their views as to what the customers would like, and therefore sales weren't doing very well, and it impacted the local community as a result of that. AMSCO has managed to employ 2 managers here at DanMoz. Firstly, the factory manager Terence. The second person hired by AMSCO is myself, and that's certainly hoping to spur DanMoz into the future.
We have set up several training programs for our staff. The first one was basic hygiene training. Then we also did a training on cold storage of product that gives our product a good shelf life.
We have learned to be able to process cheese according to a specific set of rules. We're having a very good look at what the customer wants. What the customer wants will dictate how we operate in the factory.
We test our milk to ensure we meet quality demand for the product.
We've recently started doing weekly reports. Each manager, from the finance all the way down to production, all the way down to the herd manager. Through that we managed to gauge particularly our efficiency with regard to litres of milk produced per person per hour. We saw that we're at figures of around 9 litres of milk per person per week. We're now in the last 3 months up to 35 litres of milk per person per hour. So it's a very interesting way of seeing that a management style influences efficiency rates. We have 4 avenues from which we receive milk. We've got firstly our own herd, 10 cows being milked at the moment. We obviously supply stock feed to small-scale farmers. We also have the milk collection centres, and we have a subcontractor who has got 100 head of cattle on our land at the moment. Those 4 contribute, it's in excess of 1,400 litres of raw milk every day, which is not quite enough.
We are discussing running a development advisory project for technical assistance to increase the volume of milk that these smallholder farmers can supply to DanMoz.
As a result of AMSCO, the new management style has lent itself towards making a lot of fresh milk. We do understand that a lot of people in Mozambique absolutely love the idea of having fresh milk on their table each day, and if they buy it fresh from our vendors, they get the benefit of the nutritional value.
Meu nome é Emilita Francisco. Eu consumo produto de DanMoz porque é bom, faz bem à saúde do meu filho e a minha família também. Gosto de produto de DanMoz.
AMSCO works in partnership with various development partners to address both the human and financial capital needs of businesses.
We want this relationship to grow. We're involving banks for financial inclusion because these communities need to be able to buy cows more. They need to increase their capacity to supply DanMoz. We want also to involve more members of the community in terms of the distribution of the product all over the country, which is the target of DanMoz. And in terms of the team, we want to be seen as a partner of choice for Mozambique in terms of enterprise development, in terms of local content.
AMSCO extends its appreciation to the Investment Fund for Developing Countries IFU, an initiative of the Danish government and AMSCO stakeholders for supporting DanMoz Limitada.